Hello, beautiful people. So I want to share AV United We Stand. He is live right now, and I'm a little behind, but it's because I want to share this and I don't want to put it on my to do list because it's another one of those topics that needs to be hot right now. It's been 6 months. It's been 6 whole months for these baby boys, and we have no idea where they are. There have been a couple of new developments here lately, and so it's heating up again. And of course, I just want to do my part and help spread that word. How many times did I say and? But AV is one of the ones who has been on this since day one, and he's going to share a video from what I've seen so far from Crenshaw Incorporated, who is another who has been on this since day one. I'm sure he'll have lots more great information for us because he's all over it, this and other cases. So if you don't know him for some reason, definitely check him out if you care. If you care about people, this is a great, great channel for you. Anyway, I'm going to just give you a quick overview. These little boys went missing from their adoptive parents' home allegedly on December 21st. They were said to be playing in the yard, and then guess what? Abracadabra. They vanished. And I don't say that lightly. A lot of us think the story, I think most of us, this is one of those stories where everybody's pretty much in agreement. Shocking as that may seem, the internet agrees sometimes. We're all pretty much in agreement that these adoptive parents are full of crap and they know more, possibly did something, but we don't know for sure. And lately, what's come to light is that there was a conflict of interest that we didn't know about. The same officer who removed these children from their biological mother has been working on the missing child or missing children's case. And it is widely believed that basically the adoption process was fast tracked and done wrong, which is why we think it's a conflict of interest. He stands to gain if they're not found because it would keep whatever he did from coming all the way out, if that makes sense. Maybe rewind it and replay it. It does make sense. It just took me a minute to formulate my words. But yeah, that's going on too. So maybe he's been stopping leads, not following up on leads, whatever he can to keep his story from coming out, which is really, really effed up. So you'll hear about that. You'll hear a lot that should fill in the blanks. And if not, please go to the playlist. There is an excellent video. There's lots of excellent videos I've shared from these other creators. And Explore With Us did a very nice overview video of the situation. Very well put together. It's all in the Orson and Orrin West playlist. These are our Cal City boys. And AV, you take it from here, brother.
Awesome. All right, let's get it.
The toddlers who disappeared last year out of California City. 17's Raphael Stroud has more.
It's hard to believe half a year ago when Orrin and Orson West were first reported missing, their pictures weren't even in the original alert. Now it's nearly impossible not to know their faces, whether it's on TV, social media, posters, billboards, and masks. The West brothers, born Cincere and Classic before their mother lost custody in 2018, reportedly disappeared on December 21st. And in their first and only interview, adoptive parents Trezell and Jacqueline West said the toddlers vanished while playing outside their home in California City, over 70 miles from downtown Bakersfield.
And I came to the house, I saw them there, in one house, I came back out, I didn't see them there.
But since then, This case has gone far outside Cal City. Just 3 months later, 3 months ago, the BPD took the lead on the investigation, citing the boys' many ties to Bakersfield. And on June 1st, BPD released a slew of statistics saying the case was not cold. The department said detectives followed up on over 200 tips and interviewed 83 people, including family members. But after 44 search warrants on homes and devices, 16 sweeps of large areas, and 3 searches outside the state, we still don't know where the boys are.
We don't know what happened to them. And because we don't know, we're looking at everything. We're looking at what was reported, when it was reported, what was going on in the days, weeks, months leading up to that date. Is that the date that they were missing? We just don't know.
You guys just heard what he said, right? So they're not even sure if the boys came up missing on December 21st or not.
The date that they were missing, we just don't know. And because we don't know, we're looking at everything, and we will not stop until we know what happened to these young boys.
By now, both boys are just 4 years old. 10 days after BPD's update, Orson's birthday was celebrated in Southeast Bakersfield, a party held for a toddler who wouldn't be there to enjoy it.
By the way, a lot of us also believe they went missing before December 21st.
All while the mystery remains unsolved.
Okay, so guys, I wanted to show you guys that in case you haven't seen that yet. Now, the next one we're going to move on to is the live stream that Crenshaw did. We're going to talk about that. I don't know if all of you guys have seen that yet. We're going to check it out right now, and then we're going to move on to the lady who called me, the witness up in San Jose, which, by the way, San Jose was a legit, 100% legit lead in San Jose. Let me go ahead and get to share audio here, and we're going to talk about exactly what happened with that witness out there in San Jose. Kelly Marie, thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to get to the comments right now in a few. As a matter of fact, that video that we just watched, I actually wanted to show you guys the comments on that video. People are outraged, pissed. Nobody came out to speak to no one. The cops didn't come out to do a press release. Nothing at all. Let's and they're most likely upset because badge 954 got put on blast. And we're going to go through Crenshaw's live right now. In case you guys haven't seen this, let's go ahead and take a look at it. I have different timestamps on here that we're going to start at. Let's go ahead and start now.
First and foremost is the if you guys watched Matt, AB News Crew, he was calling me the other day, whatever, because when, everything was exposed about Officer, the 594 Hernandez, right? He called, he told me, he was going to call in and ask because the news did the same thing. They weren't giving them a statement. So he asked. Now, this is what's crazy. I believe that what Matt said is, in fact, what they told him. So he called the other day and asked if there was, a statement on the allegation of corruption within the case of the missing boys, because the lead investigator is, for whatever reason, there's this personal involvement. And they told him, I'm going to say allegedly because I did not hear it for myself, but I believe that this is what they told him, that the lieutenant, I wrote his name down too somewhere, stated that he looked into it and doesn't believe at this time that there is a conflict of interest, which is very interesting because he called me immediately after. He called me right before he made the call, then he called me right after, right? Before he went live about it. And so I said, because now, mind you, I'd already called, but they never called me back. They know.
So it is 954. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right.
You can't say something like I said about them and them not know your name or number, and I've been waiting for calls back for months. So they didn't call me back. So I called again. Then after that, I might have had to call from a 661 number to get them to answer, but like, and I spoke to the same exact person, the same exact lady, I believe Kelsey, like what's her name? Because she's in charge of any media related questions, anything to do with any allegations. Like she was a go-to. There's another go-to, which is the pair guy, but if he is not available, then it's her, right? So I spoke to her, same lady, within an hour of our calls. You want to know what she said to me? And you guys know I recorded her. I can make a video out of it like later. Of course, because of course I record. I always record cops, especially with the stage that we're at now. So I was just like, hey, you know, I just wanted to, you know, calling to see if there was any news on the, you know, if the police were going to be releasing a statement on the allegations of corruption with Officer Hernandez being in charge of the case. And, you know, I said, I'm sure you're familiar with that already. Right now, she doesn't know that I know that she just had a conversation about this, and she just gave a statement to somebody who she felt like
Giovanna, thank you.
Because, you know, he actually does have what's that called? Like a press license or whatever. So I'm sure to anybody that she felt like she could influence, she's going to want to say that, oh yeah, you know, the BPD, we don't say that it's a conflict of interest, right? So when I call, I'm like, you're familiar with the case, right? And she said, a little bit, but you know, could you like fill me in? So at that point I knew, because I'm not gonna lie, I say my name, I say who I am. So at that point I knew that she just wanted to know what I knew. So I told her well, not even all, because there's so many reasons why it's conflict of interest, but I told her a lot of compelling, you know, the reasons why, how he's connected, and how it's, you know, it seems.
All right, let's go ahead and go to this next timestamp real quick. We're going to go up to 19. If anybody else wants to, you know, check out these timestamps once we get done, it's going to start at 1934. And here we're going to, Crenshaw's going to actually show and explain this paperwork thing. Dang it. Hold on. Why is it not in me? Okay, we'll start right here.
And as well, they have the link and are able to do so. Let me go back to where I was.
And then from here, we're going to move on to the witness who's seen the boys in San Jose. And then this is really important, guys. So we need to do some serious talking. You know, there's some stuff that I'm going to put out there. Let me see here. Raiders, Benny, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's get to it.
Now, this right here is, and you know, there's going to be times where it's going to be necessary to share certain things for certain reasons. Obviously, for, you know, common sense reasons, everything can't be shared or exposed. But you guys can hear me, right?
Okay, so what you guys are looking at right now is the documents from the case with Miss Ryan Dean and the boys.
And I believe that you guys, I'm looking on my screen here. You guys should be able to see as well, right? Clearly, right? I just want to make sure that it is a very...
Okay, so right here, she's zooming in. Like I said, it might be a little hard for you guys to see it here on mine, but if you get the chance, go check out her channel, and starts at 1934 if you want to see this paperwork.
Very clear for everybody.
So I'll go ahead and just read it to you real quick. On November 14th, 2016, the child, Cincere Pettis, was placed into protective custody for the reason set forth in the petition. On November 12, 2016, a referral was received alleging physical abuse against the parents, Ryan Dean and Charles Pettis. The referral stated 3-month-old, it's kind of hard for me to even read it, presented at Memorial Hospital with the ACT femur fracture. Doctors suspected PA child was transported to Children's Valley Hospital in Madera, California. Cincere Pettis is a 3-month-old male, was brought into the hospital by the mother due to, I can't hardly even see, what the hell does this say? I can't even hardly see that. It's like all bunched up. The mother brought the child's left leg, which was 2 centimeters larger than the child's right leg, to the doctor's attention. Femur x-rays showed displaced, what is that? I don't even freaking know. Something about a fracture of the left femur. The doctor believed the child to suffer a non-accidental trauma. So right here it says the doctor believed the child to suffer a non-accidental trauma. The mother reported to the doctor that no one had been around the child, but later reported that she and the father had been around the child. The mother denied any abuse. On November 12, 2016, on-call social services worker Shauna Killiams, phone number is 661-631-6783, responded to the Bakersfield Memorial Hospital to investigate. Let me hit play.
Didn't mean to do that.
It has to scroll down a little bit. Once again, you guys keep in mind, you could go back to her video and look at it for yourself.
You know what? Wait, hold on 1 second. Because there's another picture that. Hold on 1 second, you guys.
Okay, so she's looking something up actually right now. Let me see if I can fast forward it just a little bit.
That the baby.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. So now the reason why with the paperwork, like obviously a lot of it, and like I said earlier, like there's going to be things that aren't necessarily, you know, people don't need to be involved or whatever. But I feel like this, clearly it's very, it's very important because it shows, we're going to start like here. So basically this particular page is pertaining to the very beginning. So the day that the baby was taken to the hospital. And when he was taken to the hospital, as it says here, like as you guys could see, there was a 3-month-old, a femur fracture, child was transported. Okay, so, and then we go to on November 21st, 2016, right? Or no, I'm sorry, it's November 12th, 2016. A referral, or that's on the other one, or on-call social service worker, Shana Kellums, that was a number responded to. And just so you guys know, that's not currently her. She still works for Kern County, but not doing the same exact thing. She's making a lot of money, but I digress on that. So responded to the Bakersfield Memorial Hospital to investigate the November 12, 2016 referral. So she is the social worker for the Child Protective Services who was on call and that was present the evening that the baby was taken to the hospital. And this is where it becomes concerning because it says right here, even actually if we go up, so this is a direct quote, I guess you would say.
Okay, so right here, when you guys really pay attention to this, because right here is going to show something that I believe should not have never been said or done. You guys let me know what you think, of course, in the comment section.
Or brief, like this is her statement in her words, directly from her and what she was saying. As it says, I briefly made contact with the mother as I was instructed by the responding Bakersfield Police Department officer not to discuss the situation.
You guys hear that? So here we have a CPS worker that's supposed to make contact, right, with Miss Ryan Dean, right? But yet here we have Bakersfield PD telling her,
not to make
look, I was instructed by the responding Bakersfield Police Department officer not to discuss the situation with the mother. That's her job, to, go and talk to the mother, right? Right? I'm looking through your comments right now. But here we have Bakersfield PD instructing the worker, do not talk to her.
With the mother. Now, I don't know if people need to let that sink in.
The next part says, I introduced myself to the mother and explained the reason for my visit. I provided the mother with my business card and civil rights pamphlet, which, by the way, we should all know that these folks don't care about no one's civil rights. They are constantly out there violating people's rights, left and right, left and right. Matter of fact, none of them know the Constitution. Not one of them. They just sign up for some bull crap and then just roll with the punches and do all kinds of tyrannical crap. The mother verified her preferred language is English. The mother was crying, stating she does not know what happened to her son. I told the mother to be honest with police officers and be very detailed when answering their questions. The mother reported, I don't want to skip anything. The mother reported, besides the presenting injury, the infant is healthy and up to date on his immunizations. It was reported the father had left the hospital prior to my arrival. Now, the very next part down here says, I was informed by Officer Hernandez. Okay, here goes Hernandez.
Again, Hernandez.
Or what, but about everyone else. In case you're wondering, how do we know it's the same cop? Because we know the name, 954. We know what his name is. And we know that he was the responding Bakersfield Police Department officer. And where I underlined down here, it states that as well. I was informed by Officer Hernandez, which is 954. So that to me is I don't even know what to call that. If it's corrupt,
So here's the thing, guys. I've spoke to a few retired officers about this case, and every one of them has said, yeah, once Hernandez, went out there, made contact, whatever, that's it for him. It's up to CPS after that. But for this guy to sit there and tell and instruct the CPS worker do not discuss the situation with the mother. According to these guys, retired law enforcement, they're saying that's not right. He has really no say so, in it. The CPS or DCFS, once they make contact, then they go from there.
I mean, what do we even call this? Why would he be telling her? Mind you, like he shouldn't be making any decisions because they never pressed charges, thought about it, attempted to. The parents never had any involvement with the law. They never were even questioning or threatening to arrest the parents for doing anything wrong. So why would an officer, a cop, tell the CPS not to speak to the mother? Isn't that their job?
Right. That part. RC, thank you.
Isn't that their job?
Yeah, that part. Hold on, guys. Just bear with me a little bit. We're almost through this.
Job is to assess the situation.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and go up to 3450. 3450. Where's it at? Bam. All right. Here we go.
I see someone. AV's in here. I'm glad that you're here. Oh, hi, bro. Thanks for giving me up. AV, I had a question for you actually, because the next thing I wanted to get into real quickly is the next thing was the sightings. Now, I've always believed, and that's part of the reason I think why me.
And this is why we are going to go look at that witness video, the one I ended up marking on private because she was in fear of her life. And we are going to talk about that as soon as we get done watching this one from Crenshaw on why she was in fear of her life and what she was told by a cop out there in California City.
Myself and Ro and
now check it out, guys. We're gonna right now. Nick Crenshaw is gonna show a picture, and this picture was not released to the public until way after I talked to this witness.
Lady, shout out to her. I don't know if she's watching, but why she was why we went up to San Jose is because I believed her story to be credible for multiple reasons. But I want you guys to pay attention to how much that lady was attacked and everything she was put through. But do you guys remember? If you do remember, type it in the chat. And if AB is in here, I would love for him to say he can either type it or join or whatever. But that lady described what Jacqueline was wearing. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember? Does that sound familiar?
You guys heard that right now, right? What she said? Yeah, they did treat her like pure shit. We're going to talk all about that.
Yeah, I just added Ro. Yeah, the man following me, that's a whole nother issue. So, I don't know. I was waiting to see if AB was still in the chat, but
okay, so once Crenshaw shows his picture, you guys might not be able to see it that good because this, I'm sharing it on my screen. You guys just don't forget, go to her channel and you can check everything out right there. Timestamp on this one is 3450. That's where it starts. Paperwork starts at 1934.
But the lady described what Jacqueline was wearing. She described in great detail because it really disturbed her and stood out to her. But you have to think about it too. In a situation where you just opened up a store like the one that she works at, there's not a lot of foot traffic that early in the morning.
Right.
And and so you're standing there having a conversation with someone it's gonna, especially when little kids are involved and you're a mother and it just stood out to her. So she remembered these intricate details, but she described, if you guys remember, what Jacqueline was wearing. And she said that she was wearing black, and that she had pink. And I want to I don't know if she's in the chat right now, but I was having a call with her, and she reminded me too of that description, which I knew, but I didn't really know. So I'm going to show you the picture. If you think about what she said that Jacqueline was wearing, and then I want you guys to think about, if you guys are like on Facebook groups, I was in quite a few. I know that this came out like on Facebook more so than it did, but it came out way later. So I don't know where it came from. Like, I don't know if somebody that was, I don't know exactly who took this picture, but if you think about the dates, right? So the 21st is the.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Did she show it yet? Because I stepped away real quick.
If you think about what she said that Jacqueline was wearing, and then I want you guys to think about, if you guys are like on Facebook groups, I was in quite a few. I know that this came out like on Facebook more so than it did, but it came out way later. So I don't know where it came from. Like, I don't know if somebody that was, I don't know exactly who took this picture, but if you think about the dates, right? So the 21st is the day that.
Her. Did she show it? She didn't show it yet, or what?
Allegedly they were in San Jose early in the morning they had a court thing.
There it is.
That morning,
right,
when you looked it up on Wednesday, that they were on the news saying that's, unless this lady's a psychic, and as much as psychics love to announce that they are, I'm pretty sure that this lady isn't, because she never said anything about having any psychic abilities. She just described what she saw. So how would she have known that? Unless she legitimately saw her, like AG's just, and I always believed her too. I wouldn't have went all the way up to San Jose if I did not believe that there was credibility there. And I just wanted to point that out, because it was brought to my attention recently by my friend who is.
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I just
so she's wearing what the lady in. The crazy thing about that picture is that it was exposed way later. None of us knew what none of us knew in the beginning, or really even like until the middle, even about what she looked like when she answered the door on that day. That wasn't exposed. So she's wearing what the lady in San Jose said that she was wearing the day prior when she had the boys in her store. Now, that's, unless this lady's a psychic, and as much as psychics love to announce that they are, I'm pretty sure that this lady isn't, because she never said anything about having any psychic abilities. She just described what she saw. So how would she have known that? Unless she legitimately saw her, like AG's just. The crazy thing about that picture is that it was exposed way later.
Guys, you know what? I keep finding it, and then I click on it, and it's not. I'm just going to let it play.
None of us knew what none of us knew in the beginning, or really even like until the middle, even about what she looked like when she answered the door on that day. That wasn't exposed. So she's wearing what the lady in San Jose said that she was wearing the day prior when she had the boys in her store. Now,
I think it's coming up.
That's, unless this lady's a psychic, and as much as psychics love to announce that they are, I'm pretty sure that this lady isn't, because she never said anything about having any psychic abilities. She just described what she saw. So how would she have known that? unless she legitimately saw her, like AG's just. And I always believed her too. I wouldn't have went all the way up to San Jose if I did not believe that there was credibility there. And I just wanted to point that out because it was brought to my attention recently by my friend who is like I've always exposed in the beginning. She's a relative of the biological mothers, and she about a week ago was at a friend's house, house, and there was neighbors because it's like a duplex situation, and they were like, "Oh, hi," and my friend mentioned the boys as usual, and like we all, they come up in conversation when they're on your heart. And the lady was like, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that those were your nephews because I saw them. I saw them in Bakersfield a week before they were reported missing. I saw them, and then I saw them on the news a week later. I knew I had just seen them because it stood out to me how they looked. But what the lady said was that they didn't look good, like they looked, unhappy. And they were with a Mexican lady who was pinching one of their ears. Now, my friend is going to get the lady on the phone with me because I ask a million, questions, and I want to know everything. But again, this is a situation where, especially if it's someone that I know and trust, and they've known somebody for 7 years and known them, like they have no motive to on Tuesday. And when they did, and Jacqueline entered the door, right? Let me break this. She looked like this.
Okay, so it might be a little hard for you guys to see, but that timestamp, I finally found the damn thing. 39:16 on Crenshaw's video. 39:16. And 1, 2, 3. Then we have four officers, and Jacqueline's right here in the middle. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close that one out. And now we're going to pull up the next screen. Let me see here. Hold on, guys. Now we're going to go to the witness. And it starts out with, my mug. Let me see here. Okay. You guys can see me now, right? A Spark said, "I'm lost. Just joined. What's happening?" It's too much to cover. You just stick it out or come back and watch it again. We're basically showing what took place yesterday out there in Bakersfield that you can find on KGET News, Crenshaw's live feed, and now we are backtracking all the way to the witness that contacted me out of San Jose, California. Now, guys, look, I don't want to get that witness involved with no type of crap. We're going to talk about real quick. Listen, this is very important, guys, like I was saying on the title. That witness, I believe her. I believed her then, and I believe her now. No one can tell me any different and say, "Oh, no, she was lying." Hell no. Hell no, she was not lying. And she went through absolute hell. Hell, guys. Let me tell you, certain people here on YouTube, I gotta ask, what is freaking wrong with you guys? Are you guys that desperate and craving that much attention to where you have to mess around with witnesses, a solid lead that we had, but because of your guys' phone calls, and being stupid and saying all kinds of crazy crap to her. Not the stuff that you recorded when you were on a stupid stream. I don't know what you got out of doing that, but the stuff that you didn't show, you guys got her so scared to where she didn't want to come outside. She didn't want to leave her job. She didn't want to even go back to her job, matter of fact, but she didn't want to leave from work that day. You two idiots out there, the only two morons here on YouTube, you sat there and you have done more harm than good for the search for our Cal City boys. You, my friend, are, you know what? And I'm doing the best I can to hold my freaking tongue. You guys, you two morons out there, you guys have created nothing but pure bullcrap. You have messed with witnesses. You've threatened people. You've called CPS on people. You've called Sheriff's Department on people. You've called the FBI on people. You have sat here and done more harm than good. And people who watch you and actually believe your words, you guys are the problem. You guys are not a part of this solution. You are the problem. When you motivate these punks here on YouTube to continue making these crap ass videos, you guys are that problem. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. You guys have caused more harm than good. Why would you guys contact this lady and tell her the stuff that you told her? Why would you tell her that there's people waiting outside for her? What vehicle she drives in and everything else? Why are you guys doing what you are doing? And then I gotta ask, where is your mind frame at to all you people that are sitting there watching these morons here on YouTube? The guy that's pretending to be a victim now, the little bastard punk that's pretending to be a victim, but yet he started all this crap. And I had so many people tell me, oh, don't say nothing, AV. Don't just ignore him, AV. You can't ignore when it keeps happening, and it keeps happening. Look what happened to Nina Boy just this morning. This punk called CPS on Nina Boy.
Oh
He
my
messed
God.
with criminality. He went after criminality for no reason at all. Okay? Called CPS on her. This guy, the very first time they ever contacted me, sending me bullets on a picture, saying I'm gonna pop one in your head and pop one in your neck. You're a punk, dude. You're an internet banger little punk. And dudes like you ain't shit. You ain't nothing. It's just as simple as that. You're nothing. We had a legitimate lead in San Jose, and this lady found out an apartment complex where the boys might have been at, and you guys ruined it. You guys ruined it. Both you fucking idiots. And I'm sorry to say it like that. Sorry for saying that F word, but you guys ruined it. You want to continue to make video after video after video after video slandering my character? I have never in my life met men that acts the way you do. I've never even seen kids act the way you do. I've never seen anyone in my life, out of the whole time I've been alive and everywhere that I've been in life, I've never seen dudes act like you do. And if somebody even tries to act like you do, they would get their asses whooped quick. They get put on check quick. I don't know what type of people you know that ain't chin checking you. Obviously, you don't know no solid people, but people don't do what you're doing. You guys have ruined, absolutely ruined any type of lead that we had for the boys. You And I pray to God something like this never happens to one of your kids, and somebody has their heart and soul into searching for them, and then some punks come along trying to ruin every single lead involving your children. Dude, you guys are trash, bro. Trash. Both of you. And I don't care if that other one's sitting here trying to apologize now. It's because of you why people got my number. It's because of you why people started trolling and making these videos. You're a punk too, dude. Simple as that. I don't care how much you try to play victim now. You're a punk. Dude, and I'm freaking pissed because I believe in my heart that if that lady would have been able to tell us where that apartment was at, we could have tracked down where the boys were at. But you guys have taken it and turned it into a game. It's a joke. It's a game. You're the joke. You're the game. And people that listen to you are jokes and game right along. Giving you your little money to keep your little bull crap going. You guys are all jokes. I don't care who you are. If I see anybody on your channel that's on my channel, they're getting booted, because they got the same mentality as you. And it pisses me off because we got our boys out here missing, you bitch. And we're sitting here doing the best we can to find them. And all you do is try to crap on people. And that's all you do. Crapping. You're a psychopath, bro. You ain't no different than Charles Manson. You ain't no different than the Hillside Strangler. You're a psychopath. A psychopath. How would you feel? How would you feel if you knew that because of what you guys did, we had a chance to locate those boys, but now we don't because of what you guys did? How would you feel if the boys pop up somewhere chopped up to a little bitty pieces and we weren't able to get to them in time because of what you did? Huh? How would you feel, bitch? Yo, I never get out of my character, man. But you know what? I'm sick of this shit. Sick of it. Sick of dudes like you that walk around here acting like you're men when you ain't nothing. You're a boy. You're a boy. That's all you are, is a little ass boy. Little boy. You act like other people don't have a life? Huh? Like people ain't got their hearts and souls into this boy? Dude, you don't even know. I strongly suggest that you go back about 15 years and stop looking up the little BS cases I've had on my record. I've done some shit in my lifetime that has made me change and become who I am today. But dudes like you, man, you want me to fool you. You make me want to slap the skin off you, boy. And I'm serious. We've tried going the nice route. We've talked. I've heard people out. I've done things I've never done before. I sat there and talked to freaking police about you because of stuff that you've done. And now you're going to play victim? Dude, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. Any leads that we had, you guys have done your best to destroy it. You guys all seen the video of that punk Doug running all up inside of a sheriff's department out here in Lancaster crying about me? Telling the cops, oh, he's out here. He threatened me. I ain't threatened not one of you punks. Not one of you punks. Dude, you guys are freaking weak, bro. You're weak. So weak to where the cops even laughed at you. Oh, I talked to them. They even laughed at you. They know you're a drunk, boy. They know you're a drunk. And I try to give you a chance, Doug. I try to reach out and say, Doug, I need help, Doug. I try to give you that chance, my boy, but you're too much of a bitch. And you dropped your panties for the first person that sent you some money. And I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. You too, Benny. I'm sick of both you guys, dude. I can't believe you guys did this. You know, it hurts, man, to know that we had a solid, 100% solid lead. And if we could have found out where that apartment was at, I have a strong feeling that we could have found those boys. You guys are weak, bro. I'm sorry, guys, that I got into this, and I feel the way I feel about it. But you know what? You guys have all seen what has happened. You guys have all seen what has happened, what has went down. Okay? And nobody can sit here and say, you're lying, AV. I ain't lying about nothing. These guys came after me and they kept coming after me. And then they come after Rayshawn. They start coming after everybody. Everybody. It's sick, man. It's sick. It's sick, man. This is your time. I'm going to go ahead and set the phone. I actually marked this video on private. Matter of fact, I kind of sort of don't want to even play it right now to protect her. But because I got people asking me about it, I'm just going to play a little bit about it. Maybe I shouldn't, man. I don't know. This is jacked up, though. I know that, man. You guys, please stop encouraging these bastards to do this, man. Where's your heart at? Where's your morals at? Where's your compassion at? This dude got a whole channel off of my sweat. Huh? A whole channel off of my back and my sweat. Everything he put up, AV Watchman, AV Watchman, AV Watchman, AV Watchman, AV Watchman. He ain't original, man. This dude, there's something wrong with this guy. It's disgusting, man. Come down, that way you could tell your story. And go ahead. Mike is yours.
Hi, AV. I would hate to say it was my story, but I really wish it wasn't.
Can you guys hear her? Can you guys hear her or what? Can you guys hear her? Just want to make sure you guys can hear her. I don't want to just play it unless I know for a fact you guys can hear it. See what I mean? Somebody said no. So let's start it over again. Now people are saying yes. Sometimes StreamYards will do that. That's why I asked if you guys can hear it, because sometimes it will act up, or I'll forget to hit this button down here. All right.
And part of my story about Cincere, which I first.
Let me make sure they can hear you real quick. Can you guys hear her? If you guys can hear her, she's talking a little low, but if you guys can hear her, let me know by pressing 1. What just happened? Did it freeze? There we go. All right, guys. So I was just asking her a question on there if she can hear, or if you guys can hear, because I was actually on a live feed when this took place. Okay, here, hold on then before you go on, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm going to connect you to the Bluetooth. That way they can, people can hear you better, okay?
Wow.
Okay, we got you. So I got you connected to the Bluetooth now. If you want to start from the beginning.
Okay. Okay. I was trying to text the duo at the same time. I'm sorry. It's gonna
be louder right now.
I can I can do this.
You're
So I seen the boys on the 21st of December at a store in San Jose, and it was on the 21st around 7 a.m. in the morning. They came in, and Jacqueline asked, when I saw him come in, they walked down one aisle, and then
so she's saying she's seen the boys on the 21st.
I noticed them, and
now this is the second time when I spoke to her. So
she had asked me if they could use the bathroom, and I told them they could not. I told them I apologize, and I know they had the babies with them, and I told her and I couldn't. So then they went down another aisle, and Trezell came after and asked me if they sold diapers. And I said, no, we don't sell the diapers. And so they were in the store for a little bit. And our store's really, doesn't have any people in the store, low volume at that time. So they were at the front register. I checked them out on register 3. And during this time, we had a pretty good conversation, what I thought at the time. And
hello, are you there?
part of me wishes that I was never there. I don't know why I crossed paths with these babies and these people at that time. But she had told me that the boys were in Tracy with their aunt for 2 weeks.
She's saying that Jacqueline told her that the boys were in Tracy with their aunt, or that she was out there visiting her aunt.
And they had just gotten in from Tracy on the 20th, just before midnight. Just before midnight, I guess they came into San Jose.
Okay.
So on the 21st, which was the day that I seen them, was in the morning. And it made sense because she had told me that they slept overnight in the van. And I was like, oh my gosh, poor babies. And this is when they were standing in my line, and the kids are right there. And I said, oh my gosh, poor Papa. I'm like, I'm sorry I had to stay the night because it was cold, And so I noticed that Classic had his hoodie a little bit over his head, and he was wearing black polyester pants, like the kinds that our grandmas put us in, those little black Easter pants, like little silk pants.
Yeah.
So they had the bow tie and everything that comes with them, for Easter. So he had little pants like that, but they didn't quite fit him. And he was kind of he had his hands in his pocket, holding up his pants. And I noticed that he was wearing.
So hopefully you guys can hear her pretty good. She's basically describing what Classic was wearing that day.
White canvas tennis shoes.
White canvas tennis shoes?
White canvas tennis shoes.
Okay.
And I let me remind you, I talked to you, and I they should have it documented that I talked to Officer Hanson twice.
So I'm not trying to interrupt you, but let me just tell everybody in here, she contacted California City Police Department. She spoke to
twice.
Officer Hanson 2 times. Now, I want to make sure everybody can hear. Can you guys hear what she's saying? Does it sound pretty clear? So what happened? Let me break it down for you guys can hear real quick. On December 21st at 7 a.m. in the morning, Trezell, Jacqueline, and the two boys walked inside of a store in San Jose, California. They started speaking. They started talking. And see, everybody's saying it's muffled. So I'll go ahead and try to break it down real quick. So they started talking, and
okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna see if I can do the dual thing again, because I'd really like to,
You know what, guys? I'm having a hard time hearing it, so I'm sure you guys are having a hard time hearing it as well. I am going to really sit back and pray over this, and hopefully she will reach out and contact me and see if it's okay to release this and put it out there. Because like I said, I don't want nobody, bothering her again or doing anything like that, man. We'll play a little bit more.
It's gonna make things clear if I could just figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to hear. You know what? Let me try it this way again. Okay, go ahead. Let me know if if it sounds better now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you there?
Yeah. Okay. Are you waiting for me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, where do you want me to start off at?
Just from right there where you left off.
Okay. So I had spoken with Officer Hanson twice, and I had given him the information that we can give him more of the detail of what they're wearing, because they would, I believe, I don't know exactly what it said, but they were wearing gray hoodies and black pants. But anyhow. So I was calling him. I go, did you give them more? Did the Trezell and Jacqueline, did they give you more descriptive of what the kids were wearing? He said, what do you mean? And I said, well, the baby, the older one, he was wearing white canvas tennis shoes. And he kind of like chuckled at me, and
for those of you guys who are just joining, this is one of my older videos. It's a live stream, a phone call with the witness out in San Jose. Just get you up to speed.
And I didn't understand why we do that. He goes, and what else? And I said, well, can I give him a description of the pants? And I explained to him that I have not been able to sleep because, I noticed that, these babies are missing. And I've seen them. And that's, I don't know. It was just like he mocked it, and I didn't understand why. And so, anyhow, when I seen them on the 21st of December, there's some other things that I had witnessed and things that even Trezell, he didn't say very much at all. I think he only spoke to her. I think I heard his voice in her once, and then once on the way out the door when I spoke with him briefly. So that's all I know. All I know is that they were in San Jose. And I reported it, and I did the best that I could. I knew I don't have, I'm not like one person that's out here for like any type of reward or anything like that. I mean, if anything, I pray to God that these babies are found. And
so yeah, this is the lady from my live feed, San Jose, California. And there's more to that video. I'm just not gonna put it out there right now. I will send that video to Crenshaw though, because Crenshaw, asked for it. And yeah, she did. She reported it. So she did report. So when she seen the boys, they weren't missing at that time. once she, the story started getting out more and it was on, social media, the news and everything else like that, she came forward. And the first time I talked to her, I mean, she could not stop crying. She was carrying a lot of guilt. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, well, I feel like, if I would have known what was going on or, something. She even said that Cincere, I believe it was, looked, what was it? Kind of like bruises and swollen, that he looked a little swollen. And she asked Jacqueline, like, oh my God, what's wrong with the baby? And I guess Jacqueline turns around and says, oh, well, he has cancer. If I recall correctly, that should be here on that live stream. And she turns around and says, oh, well, she has cancer or something like that. And so here we have this witness out of San Jose that she felt like swollen. There you go. Yep. You remember that, right, Rosie? Yeah, man. I don't know, but she picture being somewhat one that you think that you might have been the last person that could have seen these boys, before they vanished. And I mean, if that was you, and I mean, I'm sure you would have a lot of questions running through your mind, like what if I would have done this different or this different, or maybe I should have, talked to them a little longer or call the cops right then and there, But according to her, they ended up getting Jacqueline and Trezell, or Trezell and Jacqueline, they ended up sleeping out in the parking lot in a van. Well, in that van, the white van. They got there real late at night. So I don't know, but she did talk to Hanson, a cop out of California City. Hanson ended up telling her, oh, don't talk to anybody no more. Don't put anything out there anymore. So, and he told her that because of what the idiots did, so thanks to the idiots. I don't know, guys. I'm not going to keep on going on and on about that, but you guys need to know this is what's going on, and it doesn't stop. It's every day, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day, where these guys, well, I can't say the other one anymore because I haven't seen nothing from Doug anymore, but Benny, that's all he does continuously, all day, every day, nonstop. He's a weirdo, straight weirdo. Now, now he's even going after, Dr. Vass, and Dr. Vass, he don't have time for that crap. Ain't nobody over there worried about what he's saying about Dr. Vaz. Trust and believe that. I got a phone call yesterday from something that I put on you from over a month ago. And I'm done with those games, man. Done with them. And because it's an everyday battle to not get extremely upset with what you're doing. So I have to go about it the right way. Okay? And the right way is putting you behind bars where you belong. You're going to go to jail. And I hope you remember me saying this on this live stream, Benjamin.
I'm going to pause it just for a moment. Some of you know what he's talking about. Some of you don't. There's no need for me to to highlight it anymore because AV has done a damn good job. It's just awful what's been happening. Like I've said before, I'm a fly on the wall on many channels. many channels. So I know exactly what's going on. I've watched it all, and it's just unbelievable. But to find out that it went so far that it could have actually prevented these babies from being found, that's why he's so upset. If you don't know what he's talking about, no, it's not just a bunch of YouTube drama and hoopla that you've been listening to. You've been listening to a very passionate man who's extremely upset because he has put his heart and soul into finding these boys. And he did talk to this woman early on, and it was all swept under the rug. And we're all learning a little more about that right now through his frustrations. So just to make sure that anybody who doesn't really know and understand what's going on in the YouTube world, there is definitely some drama, and there's good and bad everywhere. So there's a bad guy out here messing with people and really getting like ugly with it. So that's what he's describing, and he's only on it so hard in the middle of this live because it directly affected the boys, which is what we're talking about. The ones we haven't found for 6 months. And we might have had a chance, is what he's saying. But the lady who he's talking on the phone with, she was scared. Somebody tampered with the witness, basically. And she became afraid. The officer Hanson that he just mentioned was definitely taking some phone calls regarding the case. I know Lady Queen Helping Hands has some good videos covering that. And he just said he told this lady, this witness, just keep quiet, don't talk to anybody because of the drama that was going on. Now, I don't know if that was the best advice from him. I mean, he should have wanted to know what else she knew or talk to her more. Maybe he was saying, just talk to me. I don't know. But she stopped talking, and the trail went cold. I just wanted to help you understand in case you did not. That's why we're still listening. This is very relevant.
And Dwayne Lindsay, you're going to jail. And I'm not kidding with you. And it's going to come very soon. And reality is going to kick in when the handcuffs are on you. Then the reality will kick in. You're going to go to jail, man. There's too many people that you have done this to. Too many innocent people that you have attacked violently here online. Look what you just did to Nina Boy this morning, criminality, myself, and a handful of other people. You've came after people. You are responsible for whatever happens to you. You put negative stuff out there and expect a positive reaction. It doesn't work that way. It's time for you to be a man. It's time for you to man up for your mistakes and your choices. You're the one that came after people. And when people do the same back to you, you cry like a little baby. You whine like a little baby. And you pretend to be the victim. You have a handful of people on your channel that are fools. I said it. Fools. When they're able to sit there and stand in agreement with the wicked, you are wicked as well. And that's just the way it goes. Appreciate you guys all being here. Franco Mendoza, thank you. Oh, he is going to go to jail. Benny, trust me when I say this to you. I've always kept my word about everything. You're going to jail. Very soon, Benny. You could think it's a game all you want. Laugh about it. Go online, make a video about it, because that's what you're good at doing, right? Keep on putting that damning evidence out there on yourself. That's exactly what you're doing. You're too stupid to even realize that you're building a case against yourself. So keep it up. It's all about the boys. It's always been about the boys. And I want to know, who is paying you besides Google, YouTube, Google AdSense? Who is paying you? Who's paying you, Doug? Who paid you? But the thing is the difference between Doug and Benny is Doug, I want to believe that he has felt some type of conviction and he's pulled away from all that childish crap that he was doing. I'm praying to God that's what he has done. But Ben, you're going to jail. I'm serious. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all being here. It's time to get these guys, well, I'll say guy, off of YouTube. Every single video needs to be reported. This guy cannot be here. Do you know what he's done? This guy has made multiple email accounts pretending to be me. This guy has made multiple YouTube accounts pretending to be me. You can't be me. You understand that? You cannot be me. You need to humble yourself, man. And if it takes some handcuffs to do so, then it takes some handcuffs to do so. Man up. Don't cry about it. Stop bothering the cops in Plano. Stop running over there to them crying over stuff that you have done. You have done this. You're probably sitting at home right now looking at my video because that's all you do. Sit in your garage. You probably had like 20 cigarettes already. And the wheels in your psychotic brain is spinning right now. You wanted to know how I knew about your mental state. Something that a lot of folks don't know is I'm a counselor, gang counselor. I have been through different programs and talked to pastors and everyone else and have been ordained as well on top of that. Besides being a counselor, I always say that I believe that people have gifts. And one of my gifts happens to be discernment. So I know exactly what you are dealing with, Benny. You can be set free from that. I would be lying if I said you couldn't. You can be set free from all that tormenting spirits that's within you, boy. I'm telling you, I know it's there. But until then, you're going to jail. It's that simple. You're going to jail. All right, guys. Much love and respect to each and every last one of you. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys.
So that's our update. Now, I'm sure that there's a lot more information. Actually, let me hold up because he's wrapping up, but I see quite a bit of video left. And I see some people commenting on the caller that's calling in. So I want to make sure that we're spreading all the latest word. You'll notice some videos are much longer than others because some cases are just more extensive. You don't have to watch it all at once. You can pause, rewind, come back. But I'm trying to take from the lives what I can and put everything in one place. Sometimes you just can't mess with their work. You just got to let it roll. So if it seems like we're in his live, then hey, cool. Just get the message. And we are going to pop back in because I don't think he's done yet.
You guys be safe. Where are our boys? We need to know. We need justice for the boys. We need answers for the boys. It's 6 months, over 6 months now. We need to know, guys. You guys take care. Or you know what? Should we get off right now, or should we take a couple phone calls and see how you guys feel about it? Do you guys want to call in? If you want to call in, I'll stay on for a few more minutes. But if not, I'm going to get off. You guys, let me know right here in the chat section. Should we stay on for a few more minutes, take a couple phone calls? I'm going to go ahead and unlock the do not disturb just in casers. And you guys can go ahead and feel free to do a couple phone calls. Not a lot. I'm not going to take a lot today, guys. But here is the phone number, 661-299-7521. Now, excuse me when I say this. If I do not accept any phone calls out of the Texas, Dallas area, there is a reason for it. I don't take any calls from that area at all. We got Portland, Oregon. Bruce. Hey, Bruce, what's up, brother? You are live.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, yeah. I got an opinion about something for you.
Go ahead.
You know, Benny Keys has done so much. Okay. And if you remember, Benny, was exposed by Nina Boy and this guy, Duke Farrell, for being a CI informant.
Right.
Okay. And, he has made himself look so bad because he even did a video where he said that they were at this drug house. And the cops said, "We're not here for that." And he goes, "Well, that's what they do. They're prostitutes and drug addicts. They're doing heroin over here and that." I'll tell you this. This guy has got away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The cops, for some reason, down there, they've talked to Benny, and he just seems to keep getting away. But I'll tell you this: people behind the scenes that I've talked to, they've got police reports, and they are watching Benny.
Oh yeah, that's
so
why
you better watch what you're doing, Benny.
That's why we had to go over. That's one reason why we went over Plano. Trust that. We are in contact with somebody that once they have their teeth in you, they got you. So go ahead, brother.
But yeah, this is just all distraction that he's been wanting to do. And you already know this, Steve.
Right.
He's been doing this even with Doug at the time when they started all that garbage way back.
Right.
With the pictures of Doug and all that crap. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I hope and pray, man, that Doug finally realizes Benny's not the friend that you think. He uses you just like he's using these people that are following him in his chat.
Yep.
And stuff will catch up to you. It will catch up to you.
Absolutely.
So keep doing what you're doing, Benny. It's going to catch up to you.
Yep.
So anyways, my last thought, Steve, thank you for bringing this. I was late because I've been at work, but thanks for what you do, and Mr. Paul and Dr. Connie and Dr. Vass, and Rashawn and Crenshaw and all the people that are helping. So thank you, man, for sharing with us, because we all give a crap. We don't care what Benny's doing.
Right.
We care about the boys. It's about them.
Absolutely.
And that's it, man. And I pray every day, man, for their safe return or found, dead or alive.
Yep.
So thanks, man. You take care, brother.
I appreciate you, Bruce. Thank you. Take care, brother. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I'll take two more, and then I got to get on the road. I got a lot of stuff I got to do today. No, yeah, we went over them. B2U, AV, go over the heads of local police. Yeah, no, we went way above. As a matter of fact, they contacted me because of what he did. So, yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Hey, what's going on? You are live.
Hey, man, what's up? I don't have much to say. Just want to say I love you and everybody else in the chat. Hi, Christy.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I love you too.
Good. All right, bye, man. Nice talking.
Yep. You too. That's awesome, man. Hey, no boys, no peace. Absolutely. You know what I think, man? We need to start putting together protests or something, guys. We do. Peaceful protests, not nothing, crazy and stuff like that. But what do you guys think about that? We have Idaho calling.
Awesome. Dirty Ninja.
Oh, Dirty Ninja, go ahead. You are live.
Hey, I'm sorry to bug you. I've been listening to what you're saying about this Benny guy.
Yeah.
This dude, I believe I've seen a couple of his videos. I think in one video he was holding up a bullet. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's the guy. That dude is definitely seeking attention. He's got like attention deficit disorder or something. I seen another video where I think his kid or some kid was falling asleep, and he kept like messing with the kid while he was asleep to try to get views and attention off of it. That's the type of mentality that this weirdo is bringing to this. He's literally trying to get attention off of these missing children. He's exploiting children. Like, if I were to see that dude in the street, that dude is a sick person, man. He does need to be in jail.
Yeah.
He needs to be in jail for sure.
Yeah.
I have like 100 accounts. I'm feeling like making some cartoons of that fool. He's a cartoon in his own right. He's a clown.
Right.
Somebody, I hope to God. I mean, I don't want to say it on your show, but people like that in my area, in Kellogg, Idaho, in the Silver Valley, a mining town.
Right.
If a dude like that was going around doing the stuff that he was doing, they would get that dude and stomp a mud hole in his neck.
That's what I'm saying. People don't like that.
Yeah, what he's doing, trying to get attention off these kids, trying to make a soap opera when you're literally sticking your neck out on the line, trying to find these kids, trying to do a good thing. Instead of him getting out there, and he wants to be you. If he wants to be you, you know what he can do? He can get out there and he can go do some work, put some work in. Go look for those kids. You weird. I don't want to cuss on your show.
No,
this person is a really bad, bizarre person. I honestly, now it's going to sound weird, but I think there is a good and there is a evil in this world.
Of course.
And he is definitely one of the evil ones.
Of course.
You have a good day.
You too, brother. Have a good one.
Awesome. Hi.
Hey, go ahead. You're alive.
Hi, Steve. I just want to say, first of all, I'm calling from Palm Beach County, Florida. So I just want to say thanks for everything you do. I'm crying almost for helping to find our babies. We're tired not seeing this shit firsthand and watching these people cold-hearted. I mean, these are innocent children put in the system and are being abused. And, I just can't thank you and a bunch of others out there who are doing everything. I've shot you a few little things there, some money to help do stuff. And first of all, I want to say I'm praying for complete healing for you, dude. And so you heal quickly in the proper way. I'm going to be coming out to San Diego, I think in August, to visit my brother.
Okay.
But I would love, I don't know, where are you on the East Coast now? 'Cause I'm in Florida. And
no, I'm here. I'm here on the West Coast. I'm right here in Los Angeles.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I would love to hook up and just shake your hand and say, God bless you, dude. I can't say enough. And, I get so aggravated. My tears come from compassion. They come from anger because, man, I don't know if these idiots, I swear, it's like, they're doing this for their own good and they don't give a shit about the children and they're using you to just get notoriety and gain whatever they can and get their money so they can afford their drugs and alcohol and cigarettes.
Right,
and you know what? Those people have no soul. But, they have to make this. They're going to meet their maker, okay? But don't let me catch them because I will whip some ass. I'll give them a good gift smack right in the head. Bullshit. It's bullshit. And I just want to say I apologize to everyone for my foul language, but I'm angry. This is horrible. And Also, real quick, I know because you got a lot of people calling. Are you going to get a dog so we can help a cadaver dog?
Yeah. We have Paul. Paul has his cadaver dog, and
yeah.
I have one that's going through training. So
God bless. All right. And listen, because I've had some eye problems and some health issues, so I haven't been able to stay constant, because I've been away from home in the hospital and stuff. But what's going on with the soil?
You haven't been tuning in lately, huh?
I've been in the hospital in and out.
Oh, okay. Well, we sent out the soil samples, and it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, the most a month. So once we get those in, then we'll come live and
I know
talk about all that.
Yeah, I've been having some problems, so I had to go in and unsubscribe and then resubscribe, so I get some information.
Gotcha.
Also, what's going on with our funding? How much do we need to send the soil? We'll be good with that.
We're good. We're already good with that.
Okay. All right. See, I apologize, and for all the spam out there, I apologize.
No problem. Yep. Hey,
but,
I got a few other people trying to call in. I'm trying to keep everybody on a time limit.
Hey, God bless. Take care, and keep.
God bless you too. Yep. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Hey, no boys, no peace. Send me a text. You're not blocked. Nobody's blocked on this app. Send me a text. Let me know it's you, and I will call you back.
Audrey.
Hey, go ahead. You are live.
Hey, it's me. It's Audrey in Tucson.
Hey, Audrey.
I just I'm glad to thank you for just speaking on it like exactly how it needs to be spoken on. About this skeezers, these little skeezers.
Right.
I watched from the jump, right when the boys got missing and you got started and everybody else got started. They caused all kinds of chaos between everybody.
I know
that's what they started with. They caused everybody to fight and all that. I watched it from day one, and it's crazy how he just thinks that he just skirts by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he just barely gets by the skin of his teeth every time, and he needs to be taught a lesson.
Yeah, and that's what's even crazy is all of you guys seen what they've done, and yet they sit here and play victim now. Like, oh no, it's
them. All the stuff that he's saying, he flips it around and says, "Oh, they have anger issues, they have daddy issues." Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Everything that he's saying, he's talking about himself.
Yeah,
like somebody once told me one time, if you stay quiet long enough, they'll tell them themselves. So they'll be talking about it's like it's somebody else, but they're actually telling their own
about themselves
agenda. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're telling you their agenda. So it's just ridiculous. And I intercepted a call that he was trying to do a welfare check on some YouTuber in Maine. And he was on live, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And it's like, she's just like a single mom.
That was criminality. That's why criminality
I stopped it. I halted them from actually going over there really urgent. The way he was making it seem was like he was he was saying some foul shit. Saying he was scared for his life, and that she doesn't know if she's mentally all there, and all this and that. So I called the police department, and I spoke to the officer. I said, I don't know if this is the right precinct, but there's somebody that's currently right at this very moment that just called in a welfare check for somebody, and he put her address out there, everything.
Yeah,
and so I gave the address.
Yeah.
So I told the officer, I said, this person caused all kinds of chaos, and he's wreaking havoc through YouTube. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you now that's who just called you, and that there's nothing wrong with that person. He just does it out of retaliation. You know what I mean? Out of whatever he does it for. I don't know why he does it, but he caused a lot of chaos. I said. And so he went and he called back, right? So he calls back to the police department, thinking he's all badass because he has somebody from Texas. Called the officer on the line. They end up hanging up on him. So anyways, the officer goes, because he's like, well, are you going to make the call, or are you going to go check on her? Like, he's doing that whole acting, right?
Right.
And the officer tells him, he goes, no, we're not going to go. We're not going to respond to calls that are out for retaliatory reasons.
That was you here, excuse me real quick. Was that you that's just calling right now? No boys, no peace? I'm going to call you right back in 1 minute. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm the one that intervened on that one. But then when they said that we're not going to do it for retaliatory reasons, he was pissed. But he was pissed. And I was watching it all go down because it was a live fucking feed. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. But and I was like, I can't sit idle. I can't sit idle and just watch him do this to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So I was able to stop one thing from him, but he was messing with her real bad. He was getting ready. Yeah,
I know he did. Like, that's one reason why criminality doesn't post on YouTube anymore, because he went after her, he doxed her, did all kinds of other stuff, and then made her look like a crazy person. And he has people on his channel that believes him. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you got the screenshots and everything that I sent you, but and we was doing it to Rashawn on Father's Day, and I took all kinds of screenshots because his thing kept freezing up, but then you could see him, he was creeping into his live feed, and you could see him laughing. Laughing. If you look behind the scenes, he's like, "Is there something wrong with your internet, bro?" And then I took a picture of some of the people that are actually in works with him, actually doing the stuff on the internet.
Right.
And they were they're using Ryan Dean's profile name, Paprika Dean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you guys be aware of that. One of these morons made a Paprika Dean profile, and they're going around trolling people with that as well. Hey, I gotta make one more phone call, but thank you for calling in.
Yeah, most definitely. But thanks for saying it like it needed to be said.
Yeah, of course. I got you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Only phone call that I'm taking now is from. All right, there he is. Let me call him back. I'm gonna call you back. No boys, no peace. I'm calling you now.
Hey, what's going on, Steve?
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you?
What's up, man? It's good to talk to you again. Get with you again, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. What's up? What's going down?
Nothing, man. Just was getting with you and just was talking a little bit because I was on your live yesterday.
Yeah.
With the situation with the lady that was saying, we had to back off a little bit because I was one of the ones that they got the police called on me and basically almost had me arrested.
Yeah, I remember.
So I was just agreeing with you that basically if we kind of step back a little bit, because all that took place with Wanda, and she's saying that, I had a warrant out for my arrest, almost had me arrested and everything. Luckily, they ran it, and that, I didn't have anything on my background. But, yeah, I've been riding with you, Steve, since day one. I remember when we followed the West family to the house, and I was right behind you.
Yeah.
And, I've been keeping in touch with it, but it's just, like I said, I don't know what's really going on with the police department as well, too.
Right.
But they got crazy stuff going on, man. That guy Hernandez, he was out there on the case in Cal City, so he's been following this case around pretty much a long time.
Right, right.
So, I'm kind of with you. I think it's a lot that's going on, corruption, and it's a lot, and they're trying to really scare people, But I mean, I think we all need to huddle up and get back on it and go back to the West family and get it stirred up again.
Yeah, let's.
Because I think we scared them that day, with us being out there with our signs and stuff, honking horns and stuff, and getting them scared. But like I said, once when you push them, it's like you turn into a target. So it's like we got to figure out a way to shut them down.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you're saying. It's like once when you push, you got threats coming. They might even, I stay here in Bakersfield, so they even try to even come after you. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
I mean, I'm not really scared of them. They already know who I am anyway, because I didn't have a face mask on that day or anything. I'm in the video. And that's how they know who I was anyway. But right. I don't care. I want to get to the bottom of what happened to these boys at the end of the day, because these boys, whatever it was, if they was targeted, whatever it was, they don't deserve anything that happened to them. Even if it was sex trafficking, even if they're not alive anymore.
Right.
They didn't deserve it.
Of course not.
And I'm really upset with the police because they don't think that it's conflict of interest, but I believe that it is. I believe that this officer has been following this case for a long time now. Even when they went missing,
right.
He was up there
Hey, what happened?
And nobody.
You there?
Nobody really wants to listen. Say it again, Steve. Sorry.
Oh, okay. The phone cut off. I couldn't hear you for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and I feel like we need to get together. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I do believe that we should get together again and rile up some more stuff.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
And I'm right with you. I still got you on Facebook. I'm still been watching and everything, but I wanna rile some more stuff up. And I mean, they might try to do something, but that's fine. But like I said, if I'm gonna go down, I'll go down for the boys. I mean, they don't deserve any of this.
Why would any of us have to go down? Look, we're allowed. We the people, we have a constitution still here in America, as far as I know. We're allowed to have a peaceful protest. You get what I'm saying? We're allowed to be in public areas and hold signs up and stuff like that. We're allowed for that.
Yeah.
You know, so if people get butt hurt and they get their feelings hurt, that doesn't trump, you know, the rights to the Constitution. We're allowed to do that. So yeah, we should most definitely put together a protest. No justice, no peace. Where are the boys?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm right with you. Like I said, I was out there that one day, right with you. I didn't care.
I remember.
To me, they need to talk. It's been 6 whole months, and the police won't tell us nothing. Nobody knows anything about this case, and it's ridiculous because if you see in different states how they keep everybody updated, they're letting people know. Here, they ain't telling us nothing. And that's how I know it's a cover-up. It's a cover-up, and they don't want nobody to find out what really happened. But if, like you said, if we stay on them and we keep pushing it, we'll get some answers.
We will. Yep.
And like I said, we got to stick together. And like I've been telling other people in Bakersfield too, we need to stand together. Everybody in Bakersfield needs to get together and stand firm. Not just about 5, 10 of us. It needs to be more people that's out there.
Right, absolutely.
And that's the only way
it has to be way more than just, 9, 10 people, 12 people, 15 people. I'm talking about flooding the streets.
We need to shut it down.
Yeah, we need to flood them streets, man. And I do agree.
Me, we're not cops or anything. We're not out there trying to be cops, but it seems like that's what we're having to do to get answers.
Yeah, I know.
And they want to stay out of it. They're saying that we're messing up their case, but I don't feel like we're messing up their case anything. We want to know what's going on. We want to know where these boys is. People that's not even family with these 2 little boys are out there trying to figure out what's going on, trying to ask questions.
Right.
So it's really sad that it's been 6 months and this guy, Hernandez, is just not even wanting to talk to people. And my thing is, if there's other detectives that's on this case, why aren't there other detectives that we can contact? Why are we only able to contact him? That doesn't sound right to me.
Right. Yep.
So don't give up, Steve. Like I said, I still got you on Facebook. Whenever you touch down, I'll go right down there with you, and we can try to get as many people as we want to. And like I said, I know some of the YouTubers that's been like fighting and stuff, but man, we just need to come together for these boys, man. I think it's a lot of stupid people out there, but I think there's a lot that we need to think about. We need to think about finding these boys and figuring out what can we do to help, find them for the family. And I understand the family, they don't want to be out here. They'll be targeted, but it takes the people standing together.
Right.
So, and I believe we do need to expose the corruption, because there's a lot of corruption going on. They don't want people to speak out, but who cares?
Right.
We got to stop it. Us in Bakersfield, we are the main city that needs to stand firm, because I believe that those kids went missing here.
Yep.
It happened here.
Right. Yep.
And
I agree.
We won't never know, Steve. We won't never know if we let our foot off their neck. We got to get back out there, man, and try to put our heads together and figure out ways to get them. Like the lady said, put some fire under their ass. Put some fire like we did. Because, man, they were scared. Even the grandpa, remember, he was coming out cursing at us.
Yep.
person at a fight with the swinging his cane, you know?
Yep.
And to me, sometimes that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
For people to talk.
And you know what?
So
that day when we were out there, when we met at that cemetery, we weren't even over there at their house. We were at the cemetery all talking.
No,
they came towards us.
And they were trying to make it seem like we were the ones that was harassing him.
Yeah, no.
But that's not even what it was. We were over there inside the cemetery. We came out because we was asking questions.
Yep.
And they was ignoring.
Yep. They're the ones that walked. They intentionally walked across the street and came right over there to where we were at. And that's when we started asking them. Yep.
Problem. They wanted us to start problem because they knew that we was over there at the end of the day. And they wanted to start problem. Like I said, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew.
I'm going to pause it right here because my little gadget ears went up just now when I heard that. And I don't think that it, and I said this, just looking at a Summer Wells video of where they're staged at the church and you can always see the cemetery in the background. And I asked the question, could you find a dead body in a cemetery? Could the cadaver dog sniff that out? If someone murdered their child and buried them, would that grave be, you know, fresher than the rest? I mean, it wouldn't be as deep because most people don't dig 6 feet holes when they try to cover up a crime. But it's interesting right here to me that they never approached anybody in life. Like, we had to wait for them to come to the cameras talking about Jacqueline and Giselle West. And the family was always bunkered down in the house, hiding and not wanting anybody to talk or come around. And, you know, it was like they didn't really want to help. But in this case, on this day, when AV and No Boys, No Peace, I believe he said is his caller's name right now, when they were out there by the cemetery, they approached them. Now, I've seen AV drive behind this guy and call him like a piece of shit or something where he didn't turn his head, he didn't blink. He completely just tried to ignore the vehicle and keep walking up the road. But this day, when they were in the area near the cemetery, they made it a point, from what I'm hearing right now, to go out of their way to approach him. To me, seems like a form of like deflection, right? You're getting too close. Let me take your mind off things, and that's just something that just popped up in my head. I think that they're talking about in Bakersfield. If they are, I would highly suggest going back to that cemetery. I don't know. I'd love to see the area that was in. I gotta go back to his videos because I know I've probably seen it. If this was recorded, I've probably seen it because I've watched all of AV Watchman's stuff, especially with the boys. I was glued every day, and he was on it every day. Anyway, maybe.
That there were people that was there. And what they didn't expect us to do is get in their asses and follow them around that block. But that's what we needed to do because they need to crack. I don't care what nobody says. They got a lot to do with it. And to me, I think what it is like I said, what got to me was too, when they came out and said that this officer, 954, this was the same officer when it first started that Jamal was putting out there saying, oh, hey, this guy, contact this guy, if you're being harassed. Why are you?
Right. Way before BPD had the case. Right.
I believe that Jamal knows a little bit more, and I believe Jamal might know where those kids are. I believe that he does. He's the main one that's sticking out of it, and nobody's really on him, talking to him about anything.
I actually agree with that theory. I've had it a couple of times myself.
Yeah, that's a trip.
I believe that he's quiet for a reason. He's quiet for a reason. And I believe that he knows Officer Hernandez. And that's why Hernandez has been on this case. He's been on this case because basically Jamal needs somebody that's within the system.
Right.
To get whatever they done did to these kids or whatever. But they think we're all stupid, but nobody's stupid. I know exactly what's going on, and the police department isn't too bright, and they're really corrupt out here, and I don't trust them either.
Right. Yep.
So, like we need to get together. I know you got other callers, Steve, but yesterday I was going to call in to let you know let the people know that's from different cities, like
Right.
the lady that asked, what's going on? Why aren't you guys putting more pressure on them? Because what they don't understand is there was a lot of threats made. There was a lot. I could have been arrested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially Jamal knows somebody in the police department. I could have been arrested. They could have put something on me, especially being an African American man. So it was best for us to kind of back off a little bit.
No, I know what you mean.
Especially with Wanda and her lies too, and her threat. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why they haven't really got them all together and really just got in their asses. Because to me, what she said to Crenshaw, that was a wake-up call. That was letting us know, hey, you got something a little bit right, but you don't have it all the way right.
Right. Yep.
So it's just it's a lot that's being said and a lot that's being done. Like I said, that we need to get together and go to the police department and get as many people as we can, because as many people that we have, as many people they can't really try to go after.
Yeah, you know how foolish they would look, man, if we're out there having a peaceful protest and then they start trying to arrest people. Do you want to know how many people in the world are going to be pissed off? How many calls they're going to get in one day because of that? I don't think they would be that stupid to do something like that. But hey, I appreciate you, bro, and keep in touch.
I definitely will, AB. I got you on Facebook. I hit you up on there too.
Yep.
Like I said, I was just backing you up with that whole situation yesterday when that lady asked you that question. But yeah, when you come back down, like I said, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get back out there and trying to search for these boys and get some answers. This is way too long.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
And another thing, AB, man, I've been trying to recruit more guys, man. We need more guys out there, man.
Yeah.
Like we got the girls, but man, we need men, man. Because this West family, they think that they're intimidating people. If we get guys, man, we'll shut some stuff down. That's what I've been really trying to get other men and other gentlemen to step up, because they're kids in this.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I'll get with you later on, Steve. But you have a nice day and keep doing what you're doing, man. Like
you too,
I said,
brother. You too.
Good job since day one. I appreciate you.
I
have a good day,
you.
Steve.
You too, bro. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
I want to share.
All right, guys. So that's going to be the last.
Okay. I'm going to pause it. He is wrapping up for sure this time. And I'm going to share. I was just in my playlist. This is perfect because I was cleaning up things. In the Orrin and Orson West playlist. What No Boys, No Justice was referring to when he said, the threats and everything, Wanda West was running them off. Well, the statement that she made to Crenshaw is right here. And that always stuck out to me. That's why it's in the playlist. And I'll end this with this, since this has gone on long. I'll do a separate video pulling out the things that AV highlighted from Crenshaw's video to help everybody get up to speed. It may not be much shorter than one of their lives, but at least you're getting multiple pieces of the puzzle and you don't have to just be in one place. I know some people don't prefer to do that. I don't mind at all. I will hang out all day with the creators I follow. But I am trying to just pull the information that I think is necessary and helpful right now. But I highly suggest anything that I share, I suggest you go and find the whole video if I don't share it all, and watch it all, because when I tell you there's so much good information coming out, people aren't just sitting up for hours just chit-chatting. Okay, so even if I pull out an hour from 3 hours, there's more information. There's good dialogue. There's lots of brainstorming. I'm going to share this 33-second clip and end on that note, beautiful people. But I will be coming back so that we can go into Crenshaw's latest live and Look at that paperwork a little closer that AV was sharing.
Would you be, I'm not sure, willing to speak about the babies that are missing or anything of the sort, or if you guys are...
You're doing what you're doing. Just keep doing it.
Okay. What? Okay, we can, I guess, film each other. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. They were only 3 and 4 years old.
You got it right, but you got it wrong. But you got it.
I mean, okay.
You got it right, but you got it wrong. But you got it.
All right, guys, what's going on? I am out here.
Definitely.
Would you be, I'm not sure.
Have to run this back. And doesn't it look weird the way he's filming her back? And then as soon as she gets within like eye range to really film him, man, did you see how fast he turned around and went the other way? He was already covering his whole face with the camera. But anyway, what she said, right? Weird. Just ponder that. And then check out the playlist. This story is another one for the books. And it's heating up again. Share, share, share. Where are the boys?
Willing to speak about the babies that are missing or anything of the sort, or if you guys are...
You're doing what you're doing. Just keep doing it.
Okay. What? Okay, we can, I guess, film each other. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. They were only 3 and 4 years old.
You got it right, but you got it wrong. But you got it.
I mean, okay.
You're gonna be sorry too.
All right, guys, what's going on?
Super weird. And oh, look at that before I go. Wow, this, okay. I told you I've seen all his stuff. I even have it in my playlist. The Cincere. Okay, so make sure you check out this video here. I don't want to keep on and drag this out for 2 hours, but don't worry if you don't get a chance to see the whole thing. Actually, this was pretty short, 16 minutes. Check it out. But otherwise, I'll be bringing back bits and pieces, like I said before, from stories like this. And for Kanika, I'm not going to pull up any new documents. I'm not going to try to retell anything. I'll research going forward with them. But they have done an excellent job already. And some things you just don't need to do over. So that is why I'm sharing more than telling you. This story's been going on for 6 months. It would be ridiculous of me to try to retell it. Kanika's been since 2017. So with those, I will go to the lives or the videos that I have followed and learned from, pull them together slowly but surely for you, okay? But definitely check out the playlist because there's a lot more in store for you there. All right, beautiful people. This time, I'm really out of here. I'll talk to you later.